Today, I stepped back into time and visited one of the first places of worship in Middleburg, Florida, Middleburg Methodist Church. It was built in 1828 mostly by the enslaved Africans. This little white church, simple but strong, has been part of this community since the early 1800s. Back then, this whole area was known as Black Creek. Black Creek was known to be a river port during Florida's early statehood. Middleburg was once the county seat, but the church played a pivotal role in both spiritual life and in community gatherings. Although the church is quiet right now, I can almost hear echoes of the past, all the past generations coming here to pray, to worship, to get married, to mourn, and to just find hope. This was not just a history lesson for me. It was like a walk into the past. One of the things I found interesting about this church was that when it was built, women would have to sit on one side, men sat on the other side, and the enslaved Africans that built the church could only sit on the back row. What was interesting was when I sat down in the pews that the women sat in, hard as rocks, not comfortable at all. Then I sat in the pews that only the men could sit in, hard as rocks, not comfortable. This is the original wood. Everything here is still from the 1800s, 1828, I believe. Then when I sat on the back pew where the enslaved Africans who built it sat in, comfortable. So our tour guide was, he pointed out the difference. He said, "Can you tell the difference?" I said, "Yeah, these aren't as hard. These feel kind of good, but the other seats are really hard." And so he said, "Well, look at it." He said they were ingenious. They purposely built that back row to be comfortable for the other enslaved Africans by adding a third piece. And so when you sit on it, it's a little piece that comes down your back and making making it comfortable. And it's kind of a little get back, the enslaved Africans are forced to build this church, forced to sit only on the back row. But quiet as it was kept, the back row was exactly where you want to be, because that was the comfortable row. I laughed. And it felt good to know that although their bodies may have been broken, their spirit was never broken. From the quiet banks of Black Creek to the enduring spirit of this little church, Middleburg has stories to tell, and I was so blessed to have been able to hear one of those stories today.